Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'd like to show you what I have in my medical school backpack on a day of hospital rotations. Let's go! So, I'm a 6th-year med student, which means that I'm currently in the clinical years of med school and that of course I have clinical rotations. My day consists of arriving at the hospital before 8 a.m. and then from 8 until 10 a.m. we have hospital rounds, after which we have a 2-hour lecture held by one of the department professors. Taking this into consideration, these are the essential things that I have in my backpack. Let's see. So, since my day starts with hospital rounds, we have to go to the changing rooms and get our scrubs on. So of course, my scrubs are the first things that I have with me. And then we need hospital shoes, and that is where my trusty Crocs come in. Let me just get them. Boop. These are the Light Ride Crocs and they're super comfy. They're like awesome. They're soft here and they're very nice when you wear them for many hours. I also have a small notebook which I use in order to write down the patient's history. I prefer the classic pen and paper, mainly because when dealing with elderly patients, I notice that they take you more seriously when you use a notebook instead of an iPad. I think this happens because an iPad creates like a generational barrier and they're less likely to answer your questions fully. So get a small sized notebook. I also have a normal sized notebook, so like an A4 notebook. And this is really helpful during lecture time, so I can write down and take down notes. I also have like a tiny pencil case in which I have a couple colors that I can use during note taking. Okay. Also, for me, it's super important to stay hydrated. Therefore, I use a refillable water bottle that is very easy to transport because of this handle. Also, I love to have my snacks, my healthy snacks that I get from home. So I would usually get something like an orange or a banana or a sandwich. I usually prefer to get my food from home in order to avoid buying junk food. Because if I get hungry and my only option is buying biscuits from the hospital's vending machine, then that is what I will eat. And trust me, you are not nourishing your body with the nutrients it needs to focus when you're eating junk food. So actually quite the contrary. As we all know, foods that are high in carbs, such as biscuits for instance, give us a sugar crash. In medical terms, this translates to reactive or postprandial hypoglycemia, and it can manifest in different ways, but predominantly it manifests with fatigue, which leads to you falling asleep during lectures. Finally, a pair of headphones is very handy to have if you're commuting to the hospital. There are, of course, some optional things like having an iPad. You could have an iPad just in case you have some free time and you want to catch up on some reading from your textbooks, or if that is your preferred method of note-taking. Also, you could have a Kindle or a good book, and if you have some spare time and you just want to be productive with the time that you have. And who knows, like a phone charger or an external battery just in case your phone dies, or maybe your friend's phone dies. So these are the things that I would normally have in my bag on a day-to-day basis. I try to stick to the essentials so that I don't carry too many things. I hope this was helpful and see you next week. Also, don't forget to listen to your stethoscope as it tells you to like and subscribe. Bye bye!